Hey Cancer, thanks for visiting. And if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. I have everything ready as usual, so I'm going to start your reading for lovely Cancer people. The first card you have your past is the Eight of Swords. So yes, I'm seeing a lot of fear in this card actually. This feeling of being stuck. You could have been feeling that you were stuck at this time, stuck emotionally, not being able to move backwards or not wanting to move backwards to where you were, but then also not properly ready to move forwards. I'm seeing someone actually really hurt you, and you know, when I see swords, I can see words quite often, hurtful words, and maybe you'd moved on physically at this time from this person who hurt you, but not properly, not mentally. So there's, you know, if you look at this card, there's water in front of this woman, but you might not be able to see it properly. Anyway, I won't move it. Anyway, you just have to take my word for it. There's water in front of this card. There's just a little bit of water. There's a tiny bit of water. It's like, you know, little puddles in front of her. So this represents emotions, but you know, there's not a lot of water there. But if you look at this woman, she doesn't want to confront her emotions because she has her blindfold on, so she doesn't want to face what's in front of her. And you know, it could be that, you know, you only see hurt in front of you, and there's fear of love, fear of feeling anything really, in a way, fear of feeling good, bad, or anything else, and definitely a fear of getting hurt or feeling hurt. You've had, you know, a lot of huge ups and downs in your more distant past. You've had some extreme ups and downs actually, a bit like a roller coaster. And that's why you don't want to be hurt anymore. That's why you're not ready to move forward. You're just kind of stuck where you are in this little safe zone, but it's not a safe zone. It doesn't feel good to you, or it didn't at this time. You do have some emotional growth to, you know, come before you, to do before you start feeling better. It isn't that much. There's only a tiny bit of water in front of you, so in front of this woman. So there's not a lot you need to do, but there is some, but it's not going to be as bad as you're imagining. You know, just take your blindfold off and go through it. But you know, that's, at this time you weren't ready to do that. You're kind of just, oh, I can't go back and I can't go forward. That's how you're feeling. The next card you have for your past is the Three of Wands. So this can be about waiting. This can be about waiting and hoping. I'm actually seeing someone looking backwards as well as forward in this card. There's a lot of yellow, gold in this card, and this can represent thinking, can represent ideas, it can represent optimism as well. I'm seeing someone who maybe they could have been thinking about what they could have done in the past. They're kind of looking back and thinking, what could I have done that was better? What could I have done to fix things? I really regret something. It's that kind of thing I'm seeing. And they was thinking about if there's anything they could do to fix things, and in the past, but maybe they were looking at whether they'd be able to fix things in the future, if they were ever to kind of change things. This is a love situation I'm seeing. This is someone who was thinking about you, and this could be this person in the Eight of Swords. That's what I'm seeing. And they're sitting there wondering, or they're standing there, they're looking over and they're thinking things, because there's a lot of gold, a lot of yellow, so they're thinking, oh, what can I do? Maybe I can do this in the future when I get together with this person. Maybe if I talk to them, I can say this to make them feel better. Try and fix things, try and undo the hurt I've done, that kind of thing. I wish I had have done this, I wish I had have done that. So there's a lot of ideas coming to this person. They're thinking, they're waiting, and they're hoping. There's a lot of optimism in yellow as well. The last card you have for your past is the Nine of Swords. Yes. This person has been feeling a lot of guilt actually over things. That's why they're trying to fix things, or they're looking back over your time with them or their time with you. I'm seeing that, you know, they're either wondering how they can do things in the future again. They're thinking, is there going to be a chance of a connection again? I feel really guilty. Maybe if I connect with them, they don't want to speak to me. You know I upset them. I'm feeling really stressed. And, you know, Again, the Three of Wands shows me that they actually do have hope that this might happen, that they might get together with you, or they might contact you again or talk to you again and kind of make you feel better, because you were very upset by something that they said. But they're just thinking, they have hope on one side, but then on the other side, they're kind of really Nine of Swords. They're thinking, oh, but I don't think this can really happen. I'm really upset. I just wished I had have done things differently. I don't think this person's going to speak to me. And then at other times they're really Three of Wands, thinking, well, let's wait and see. Maybe this will help. Maybe that will help. So they're kind of going backwards and forwards in their feelings a lot. But I am seeing a lot of regret in this card. This person has a lot of regrets about what they said to you and what they did to you and how they treated you. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your present is Temperance. I'm seeing you working really hard, actually. You're working really hard to be free of this horrible feeling in the Eight of Swords, this feeling of being unable to move forwards or backwards or anywhere, but you're actively working toward this. This is something you're really making an effort to do. It's not something that's just naturally happening. You're kind of thinking, right, I can do this, I can make these adjustments, I can change this in my life, I can try this new thing, I can go out more, maybe I can start working out more, maybe I can change my hair, maybe I can do new things, just to feel different, just to have different things in your life, so you're not remembering this old situation. You're doing a lot of practical things as well. I'm seeing you might be doing things like moving things around in your home, just so that your home feels different. It doesn't feel like the same old home. Maybe you're going to be buying new clothes, or you are. These things seem really trivial, but they all add up to make you feel a little bit different. This Temperance card can be about manifestation. It can be about using your mind to create new things and also to create new feelings. But sometimes, this can work the other way. Sometimes if you do create new things, create new environments, create new practical things and systems around you, that can help you to feel differently as well. So it can work one way, using your mind to create new things, and it can work the other way, trying to do new things, trying to find new things, buying new things, changing things around, looking differently. They can help you fix your mind to feel differently about yourself as well. So that's what I'm seeing. It's kind of going one way and then going the other way. I hope that makes sense. The next card you have for your present is the Knight of Swords. So, yes, it's what is that? Some noise. Okay, I'm going to ignore it. Yes, this is a message to you. So what I'm seeing with the Knight of Swords is, he goes rushing forward. He's not thinking about what he's doing. He's kind of, I'm going to charge at this thing. I don't care what's in front of me. I don't care what's beside me. I'm just going ahead. So he's rushing forward. He can't see what's behind him, what's beside him. He can't see what's around him. And he's rushing too quickly. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can get themselves into trouble because they don't think, they just rush forward. And what I'm seeing with this is, yes, it feels really bad to be in this situation in the Eight of Swords, to feel really stuck. You are doing things to try and help things, but things are going to happen at the right time. You're going to get through this at the right time. So try not to rush this too quickly, because sometimes, even though you are doing things to help yourself, sometimes there are painful moments that we have to go through that teach us things. Now, nobody likes to feel pain. Nobody likes to feel all of those things, but you learn from those things, and that's why sometimes heartbreak and pain takes a lot of time to get through. We don't want that to happen. We want to rush around doing things, trying to take our mind off things, and that's fine as well. But there are certain things that we have to go through to learn from, so that we're ready for the next situation, the next relationship. You can't go straight from the Eight of Swords into something else without having learned in between. And that's what you're going to have to do. You can't go like the Knight of Swords. You're going to have to take your time to get through this. That's what I'm seeing. It isn't easy, I know. The last card you have for your present is the King of Cups. So again, you could be trying to, hide your feelings at this time. Keep on top of your feelings, because you are still going through these ups and downs in your feelings. You're doing really amazingly well. I'm seeing that. But of course, in the workplace, you have to kind of try and hide how you're really feeling. Now, I'm not seeing that means you're being dishonest or you're not being your true self. It's just that you have to kind of, when you go to work, you have to be professional. You can't be weeping and wailing and crying and screaming all over customers and all over everyone else and all over your colleagues and all over your boss. You can't go ooh and be snuffing all over them and kind of sneezing on top of them. You can't be like that. You have to be very professional. You have to be, calm. You have to be kind of measured. You have to look like you know what you're doing, at least look like it. You do know what you're doing. But, when you come home, what I'm seeing is when you come home, you let all of that out. So you're very, very kind of contained at work. You contain that inside yourself. And when you get home, you let it all out. That's absolutely fine. That's normal. It takes time. But I am seeing you at times at work, you are struggling a little bit. But you do get on top of this. You do keep on top of your emotions. The first card you have for your future is the Eight of Pentacles. So yes, this shows me you're dedicated to your work. So that's why you're being like that. You really, really want to be professional. You really don't want to look like, you're out of control or you don't know what you're doing or you're letting your emotions affect your work. You're not like that. You're really mindful of being professional at work. And that's what I'm seeing in the Eight of Pentacles. I'm also seeing that, you're dedicated and, your reasons for hiding your feelings are unselfish. You're thinking about the people around you as well. I'm also seeing with this card that you could be getting to the end of the worst of this at this time, the worst of this emotional kind of stress. If you look at the man on this card, he's working hard on all of these coins, but he's almost up to the last one. He's kind of up to the second last one. So it's like a little bit to go and then I'll be over this. Now, you might not be totally over it, but you'll be over the worst. You'll start to kind of pick up, you'll start to see the sunshine, you'll start to feel a lot better than you were. I'm also seeing that in this card that you might be training someone. This is about work as well. So you might be training someone, you might be helping someone to learn at work, and you might have to be patient with this person, because I'm seeing that they're going to need a lot of help with things. I am seeing a lot of repetition in this card because, this man, he's working on one coin, he finishes, he starts on the next one, it's exactly the same as the last one, then he goes on to the next one, and then it's a lot of repetition. This person is going to be struggling with a lot of what they need to learn. They might be asking you the same question over and over again. They might make the same mistakes over and over again. It might be something like that. So try to be patient. If this resonates, try to be patient with this person. I'm seeing that, they're not a bad person. They're not a lazy person. They're not a stupid person. They're just struggling with certain things. Now, sometimes some people find certain things easy. Other people find certain things very difficult. No two people are the same. So you might find some of these things easy. They might find it difficult. They might be asking you the same thing over and over again. So just be patient with this person. Be very patient. I'm seeing that, they do look up to you. That's why you're in the position of training them or teaching them. So be patient. Be patient and be very careful with them. The next card you have, your future, is the Queen of Swords. So yes, sometimes the Queen of Swords is seen as a widow. She's a woman who's been through a lot of terrible struggles, terrible times. She's pulled herself through a lot of things and she's come out the other side a lot wiser. She's earned her wisdom, she really has. And I'm seeing that, you have learned a lot through this process, this difficult process, and you'll be feeling a lot stronger at this time, a lot stronger. And I'm glad you are, because I'm actually seeing that this person in the Eight of Swords might be coming back to contact you at this time. They have a lot of regrets. They want to kind of make things up to you, or they want to kind of make things better with you. They want to kind of explain themselves, something like that I'm seeing. Maybe at this point, maybe at some time further into your future. I'm not seeing whether it's now or at this time in your future or kind of further on in your future, but they are going to do this at some time. Now, yes, they're thinking about this anyway. And when they do come and talk to you, when they come to contact you, I'm seeing that you'll be ready. You'll have your sword up like this queen. You'll be saying, no, you're not coming close to me. Look how far I've come. I was the Eight of Swords. I was down. I was kind of had my blindfold on. I was upset. I was stressed, hurt. I couldn't move. I was stuck. Now look at me. I'm the Queen of Swords. I'm on a throne. I'm sitting up here high in the clouds. I've got my sword up high. I'm wearing a golden crown. Who do you think you are approaching me? No, no, no. I'm seeing that you're going to not be very happy about this person approaching you, and you're just not going to want to go through that again. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your future, is the Emperor. So yes, you can be very patient. You're a patient person, especially around work. That's probably why you're training this person or teaching them. But yes, they're really going to test your patience. This person they could test anyone's patience, I'm seeing, because they probably ask the same things again and again. They're going to be asking you to repeat yourself again and again. It's going to be very, very annoying. But yes, stay calm, because the Emperor can be bad-tempered as well. Stay calm, and also the Emperor can have set systems, set way of doing things, and they don't like people to go outside of that and mess things up. So, of course, when people are learning, when they're training, they're going to mess things up. They're not going to be perfect. So try and be very patient with this person. Try and be as patient as you can. They're going to really test it. That's what I'm seeing. So Cancer, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so, so much for watching.